Okay, I don't know where the actual video stopped, so it stopped recording for me. But I wanted to pick up, I know what I was talking about was with Memphis. And I escorted funerals for quite a few years here in Memphis on a police escort style motorcycle. And you know, the thing that frustrated me is it seemed like every week, every single week, we were burying an African-American person that was under the age of 18. Now, I can't guarantee that it was every week, but I know that it sure seemed like it. Now, the problem is most of those deaths were from gang-type violence, shooting, or, you know, for retaliation for something, or whatever the case may be. And it's wrong, and it's hurtful to see young people lose their lives over nothing. Now, anyone who does wrong, like let's use the police for example, if the police shoot somebody wrongly, then they should be prosecuted just like anyone else should be prosecuted. But I think that we have to be careful when we upload videos or anything before we have the full story on things. Not that I want people to be able to cover up anything, but that you don't always see the full story. You only see something from one person's perspective as far as what they're doing. Now, the shooting that I had seen in I believe it was Louisiana, if I'm not mistaken. From everything I see on that, those police should be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. I do believe that was basically cold-blooded murder. I do not understand why they couldn't. If the assailant was doing something that we couldn't tell or see because we weren't the ones tackling him down, I don't understand why it's something like a taser couldn't have been used to immobilize the person or whatever. In fact, I think we should be able to use tasers in almost any close proximity event rather than lead off with, you know, lethal force. But again, here in Memphis, I agree that Black Lives Matter, because again, I go back to all life matters. But why aren't our community leaders being outraged, or why isn't the media being outraged by the black on black crime? If we could stop that type of crime or get it down to some normal level, then we would make a major dent in things, and the Black Lives that matter, you're gonna save them. So shouldn't our community leaders of all races stand up and say enough is enough with the crime? For those of you that don't get Memphis news, I wish you could tune it in just to see how horrendous it is here. Every night there's a murder or a body found or something in this town, and it's ridiculous. There are so many things we can do to make this a better place. So many things. But we don't seem to take the right steps to do it. Now, I'm not personally capable of doing much of anything. I can talk. That's about it. I can try to be some type of a leader in the community, but I mean, I don't have anything to offer. I'm not a college graduate. I'm not educated in any type of politics or anything like that. But I feel like I may be dumb, but I know basic things. I mean, I know ways you can put almost every person to work. It might not be great money, but you could put them to work and get people doing things and give people something to do other than, especially young people, give them something to do other than going out and getting into gangs and really literally being stupid. I know so many young people that could have such a bright future if they chose to use their brains for that type of thing, for a bright future, not for wasting it away in the thug life or whatever. And again, you know, things like the thug life, that's not just black, that's black and white and Mexican and Chinese and all of that, because everybody has their own little groups, their own little gangs. Everybody wants to be the one, the big power, the big cheese. Man, it takes all of us to make this world go round. Really get to know people and find out that people, as a general rule, are not bad. People are good. Yes, we have some evil thoughts in us sometimes, you know. Everybody probably does. But overall, people don't want pain and suffering. They want to be happy. So why don't we work towards making people happy? And I hope I can splice this video together, and I hope it's not too boring. And I wish it would just, you know, gain some momentum. I wish my channel would gain some momentum and get some watchers so we could get some talk, some conversation going on, because I'm tired. I am really, really tired of living in a country that seems like right now we don't care about anything. I grew up, I swear I grew up at the perfect time. I grew up in the 60s and 70s, and yeah, we had some issues too, but man, life was so good. You know, I could go out on my bike and ride across the city I lived in without any problems or worries. I'd go out at 8 o'clock in the morning, come in for meals, and go and stay out till dark at night, and no one had to worry about me because we were safe. Now we live in a world that I'm afraid is going to end up in some type of a civil war before too long, and we don't need that. No one could win in that. If anybody remembers the first civil war here, it killed so many people. We don't need that. Let's get together. Let's say that life matters. Let's protest crime. Let's protest evil. Let's start screaming, life matters. Life matters. Thank you.